Let's go! My first remodel video. I'm so excited. I really hate these tiny little houses that sort of look like trailer houses in Sims, which of course is respectable, and I don't mind anyone living in a trailer house. And for a starter, they're great, but however, they look a little bit janky to say the least. And I've seen some people make really cool edits for remodeling here on YouTube when it comes to Sims, and I wanted to try it myself. I've never done a remodel, and I decided to do some rules for myself about it. So I wanted to make sure that I use the exact budget that we have once we sell everything. And I will not remake any walls. I will not take anything of structure away. However, I will allow myself to position the house slightly differently because I have an idea for a little bit of a garden moment. And I think that it will look really cute, but the house has been placed in a really strange way on this lot. So I want to make sure I use the lot well. So that's what we're going to do. And this is not going to be a lot of money that I'm working with here, but I am trying to milk every little penny I can. The mailbox can stay. So the guy that I moved in here was someone from the gallery. And oh yeah, and I'm also going to be editing the roof a little bit, as I think it could look a bit more modern as well. So as you can see, I'm not being extremely strict with the rules, but just some general guidelines to make it a bit more of a challenge. And yeah, let's see where it goes. So my first idea was to extend the roof a little bit and make sort of it's not really a cabana, or how do you call these, gazebo? So not really, but I think it's going to look pretty nice, just slightly different than how it would look like if it was just that tiny little roof. I think you can already tell that there's a slight different look, and we're having a bit of some modern elements here. You can also notice that we are building this while it's autumn, which was not the smartest thing on my side, but currently I'm playing the save where I decided I will just keep building and playing around with families, and I'm letting all the people in this save just age naturally and be also fairly autonomous. And thus this is sort of a world that I didn't want to start anew and make it summer so it's prettier. So we're just being realistic. If we're building in autumn, it's gonna be a bit drabby. It doesn't look so nice. And you will definitely see that later once I start putting in the greenery, and I'm like, oh no, oh god. So it's gonna look pretty bad, but I think it would be interesting to revisit this house once the spring and summer sets in and play this character just a little bit more, and we could see if we could get him to make some money and actually get things going. As currently, you will see at the very end, am I going to spend all of the money, or is there going to be anything left over? Stay tuned, because I wasn't expecting of what I had to do to make it look better eventually. And I believe that I took a little bit of a route which would be useful for a younger family, or like this guy, he's a young adult. So these designs that I did would be working with him, but maybe not with an adult family or a grown-up or elder sim, because I got a bit playful with it. Because the funds, that's not a lot of money. I did use quite a lot of it on the greenery or plants. You will see in a bit. But I think this is where I could have, if I didn't put in the plants and stuff, I could have used it more on decorations inside, maybe more furniture. But then at the end of the day, I decided let's just work on just decorating in some creative ways. Maybe you'll get some inspiration on just how you could try to decorate. I'm not saying my design or style was so cool that you should copy it, but maybe you have get some ideas, as I believe I probably also noticed people using some wall art and some carpets in really creative ways. Those are really good filler objects, so we will get to that. As you can see, I'm using not a lot of color. I love to always go white or quite monochromatic, but I was like, okay, this time I will at least add a little bit of color to the outside. So I made the roof have a bit of a color, and you see this sort of reddish tiles and some wood. And you have to also note that I do not have all the expansion packs. So I'm having maybe not the biggest selection of certain colors or cool looking things that I could be having if I had more of them. But maybe that's also for the future. If I buy a new pack, I could show how are my first experiences with it, what I like, what I don't like. And as this channel for now at least is for people who are sort of just casual players, enjoy the game, are sort of good at it, but maybe not the best yet. Because I've seen some people do some solid work, and I'm like, oh my gosh, are these like actual architects working on these designs? And I'm just here trying my best, and it's just not looking like it's looking for them. But I believe it's a lot of experience and more professional playing and actual brainstorming or making Pinterest boards or researching, everything like that, which I don't really do. I never really pull out a good inspirational photo. I just get inspired to just, oh, I feel like building, and I'm building. So that's why I'm doing a renovation today. And I've noticed that in Sims, they've definitely gotten a lot better with lighting. Like, as you can see, I placed those 2 lights, which is gonna be the kitchen area. And they cast these amazing shadows in the house and give it a lot of dimension, some darkness and some light. And I think that light could be used in really efficient ways to enhance how just things look like, or the environment or the feeling. It helps to make things less flat. And yeah, that's what I did with the lights. And here you can see I'm attempting to put some foliage, and it's autumn and it's not looking cute or colorful or bright, and half of it is dead. And we don't love that, but again, let's revisit it in the future and maybe have a little story for this guy who is now gonna have his first house, a nice little starter house. And yeah, let's see where it goes. Maybe one day he will be able to remodel it again into something nicer. But first, we need to make a little bit of money. Okay, so here I'm thinking about these little decorations that I could put on the walls, because I felt like the walls are a bit bare. And since it's autumn, we're not having the most greenest, nicest, cutest things, but we're having something. So I think for me, what is going to be interesting is to see how this looked like now. So we're seeing these strange, weedy, branchy looking things. And once we come back, let's say in summertime, or even spring, many things are blooming. We're gonna take a look at how is the sort of before and after. Maybe it looks super cute with all my additions. Maybe it looks horrible and I need to do some gardening and fix it up. That's very possible. So yeah, let's get to some furnishing. You can see that I chose just 2 colors for the floor, and I think also 2 colors for the walls. I loved how the wooden wall looks in the first half of the house, and that's where I decided, okay, I want to keep it. Something that I usually don't do, this type of style, but I was like, okay, let's just try things. Why am I trying not to fail or not to make it like ugly and then everyone's gonna look at this and think, oh my gosh, like this is a bad design, this does not look good. I'm just trying my best. I'm having fun. What do you want more? Like, what else is there? Like, I'm just having fun, placing things, trying out colors, maybe learning something from this. Oh my gosh, the shelf gave me so much headache. And in the end, you'll see I decided not to go with it. And then I'm doing a little bit of a divider for like the bedside. As I said, I did not want to add any extra walls, so we technically have sort of a studio looking house, and this is where I wanted to have a little bit of privacy for the bedroom area, but I also didn't want to put the bed like just classically behind the wall. Like, you can see where you would want to put it originally. It's just the perfect place for a bed, but I was like, okay, well, let's try something else. Let's put the bed a little bit differently. Let's make a new wall. So I am enjoying the dividers and my builds recently, and I think you should try to explore and play around with them as well. I really like some of the packs that I have some new additions for the dividers, especially this one. So yeah, I really enjoy it, and I would encourage anyone to try it out. Here I wanted to have a little sofa and TV moment, but you know, the TVs are so expensive, so you'll see that I put it in here, and I kind of like it. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's there. It's a TV. Like, this is not a designer's home. This is just a remodel trying to make this really, for me, janky looking building into something just a little bit more cute or fun or fresh. Just a bit. I cannot go all the way and make it super cool. Like, I can't have it all. So yeah, I'm doing a bit of this wood aesthetic, continuing it. And please don't judge me for that little round table. I swear, like, the prices, I had to be very careful about pricing. And the tables are spicy. The prices are not good for the tables. So I was like, okay, we're doing wood, we're doing like this brown aesthetic. Let's just I will keep the table. I gotta save money in here. And for the fridge, I also chose this little one because you can also put something on this tiny little fridge. So you'll see once I get to decorating. Decorating is actually one of my more favorite parts of doing all of this. And I would say figuring out the colors of the walls and the floor is the hardest or most tedious process. I both love it and hate it because I spend the whole day picking the floor colors, and then I start putting in things and it's just not working out the way I wanted. And then I thought I was gonna do a blue room and a pink room, and it's just not, and it just looks so tacky, and I'm like, why am I doing this? So nowadays I try to make things a bit more monochrome and then enhance the rooms with color, like in the furnitures or carpets or wall art. So I used to forget about any wall art or carpets or specific lighting in the past, but now I'm more attentive to it. Here you can see I'm also adding the light thoughtfully because I want this special sort of contrast where the light just looks cozy for that one corner. It's not like the whole garden is lit like it's summertime. So yeah, it's just this one particular light in the little seating area. I'm doing some painting on the ground to make it like people have been walking back and forth. And I'm not trying to make this like extremely elegant and super clean, because initially you want like the perfect garden, the perfect grass, everything. But I thought, okay, I'm just gonna make it like people live there, at least for a bit. And that's what I did with the little brown coloring on the ground. And here I am reminded about, okay, I gotta start decorating because we are at 800 simoleons and this is not good. I'm like, okay, what do? I gotta fix this. This is looking so empty. Time to decorate. So here I'm starting my carpet journey. I'm loving the carpets. I used to absolutely hate the carpets, and maybe they were just so few and so ugly. But nowadays, I'm totally into the carpets. It doesn't have to be perfect. It can be fun and like every day, and just, yeah, you don't have to make them matchy. It's fun. Like there's a little carpet when you're cooking because maybe it leaves some stains on the floor. So, and a little cozy carpet when you enter, and it sort of shapes things together in place as well. So you can see I'm adding a bit of green in the dining area, or just a little pop of color. I really love this wood panel wall. I think I will be exploring that a lot more. But my usual go-to is definitely this wood floor. I love a good wood floor. I'm looking for a great tile that I want to use, that I sometimes tend to make everything just with the wood floor. It just looks right. But then again, maybe I am missing some packs that have some better stuff. As you can see, I decorated the kitchen and I was like, oh my god, so much fun. This is a young guy. He's gonna have fun kitchen decorations. And I realized that my bedroom is looking so bad. So I was like, okay, let's sell some stuff. The couch is gone, the TV is gone, some things are gone, and let's just have fun with the carpets and the wall art, because those are the cheapest and could add the most character. So now you're seeing how I explored different arrangements or different ways of putting these accents on the wall. Or I also put the little watch there. I think it was there before, but I was like, it cannot be just this one watch. It just looks silly. So yeah, and then also another sort of challenge or rule breaking thing that I'm doing is I'm using some cheats for the positioning, so I can position the objects better and resize them. You probably know about this cheat. Who doesn't? So that's what I'm doing in this. But again, you can see that I'm upkeeping my promise of making sure that I use the money that I have and not adding any money cheats. And I'm doing my best to make it technically realistic. So I have to put some curtain in the bathroom. So I made this sort of enlarged, how do you call this? The thing in front of the window. I forgot how it's called. But you can see the things are coming together. I also forgot that I need at least a closet, and I would love a bookcase as well. So the last touches are coming in my bookcase, so we can read a little bit of a table here and there. I think this is from the business pack, but not the newest business, but the back in the day. Oh, we're running out of money. 160 simoleons left. Let's add some shoes. Oh, we ran out of money. 40 simoleons. What else can we put? Okay, a frame of an apple. I guess that's it. Okay, we are live and we have 0 money. Let's see if we can enter. We can enter properly. We're looking at some stuff. It looks cute at night as well. A little bit lonesome. Maybe he needs someone to live with eventually. And I like that he could scooch to the inner part of the bed, which means that he will be fine with 2 people sleeping there. Yeah, let's find a job, because for now he's gonna be a barista, of course. So yeah, there we go.